Hey everybody, something a little different on today's video. So if you're anything like me, we're not quite as young as we used to be. You know, you get into bed and you're all comfy and just about ready to fall asleep, and then, my hip's annoying me. Well, what actually seems to help with that is a decline squat board. So here's the example. So my brother brought this over, and I thought he was giving it to me, but actually he meant for me to use it as a guide so I could make one for myself. And to use it, you just keep it in your office. Then when you're walking by it, do about 5 of them. Oh yeah, that feels good. Or 4. And it actually does seem to help a little bit. So I'm going to use that, see if I can replicate that. And I'm filming this on Halloween, so I'm stocked up on Kippers and Pall Malls in case any of the kids show up. But we'll see how this goes. All right, so what it looks like to me is that the 4 angle braces that go on it are all basically the same size, except the middle 2 I'm going to need to cut a little bit off so I can put a support board across the bottom. So as always, these are not safety videos. Always follow the instructions on the equipment you're using. And and I have never claimed to be a professional wood butcher. So if you are and you're having a stroke watching this, go ahead, seek medical help. Then after that's taken care of, go ahead, make all the comments you want. So I just cut the first one. I guess it would work that way. Yeah, just cut the first one out of this board. And then I can get a second one, and I'm using my sliding compound miter here because the old Ryobi just isn't big enough to do this in one cut. So to make it easier, that's what I'm doing. And since I got that one, I'll just mark this. Bonk. So when we mark it like that, we take the line. Get it lined up. That looks pretty good. Definitely looks good from the Corn Palace. Let's give it a whirl. There we go. Pretty darn close. Okay, so then I'll have to make 2 more of those, and then I'll cut them down, and we'll continue on. Okay, so I got all 4 of them cut, and I did a pretty good job, but again, not a professional wood butcher. So are they all exactly the same? No. So how do I fix that? Well, trusty belt sander. go. I had one that was a little worse than the others. So now got her flat and we'll be on to the next step. Okay, so the next thing I need to make is the base. And for that I'm gonna need 2 boards, 19 3/4 long. And one of them I'll have to rip down so I get the actual correct width for my board. There we go, get that so that'll sit. So here's the old trusty Ryobi. Again, that thing's as old as my drill press and just keeps ticking or kicking, however you want to say it. So I keep using it. And the second one, I didn't need to measure, I just copied the other one. All right, there we go. I got 2 of them. 1, 2, and then we'll have to head over to the table saw and rip one of these down. All right, if you're sensing a theme here, yep, it's a Ryobi table saw too. So one of the things when you have these cheaper table saws is sometimes the fence likes to move around on you. And so I just take this, whatever piece of wood, this happens to be a 2x6, and then I clamp it on the other side like so. So then that gives you more reinforcement so your fence isn't moving around. Now, I don't think on this project that it's gonna be a huge deal, but no reason to have that fence moving around on you. So I always do that. Oh, and I've pre-measured because I need 5.5 out of this board. So we'll rip it to that after we plug it in. Watch that too, so that wasn't tight. Some of my clamps are getting old. Okay, let's see how it does this time. There we go. There we go. Got that ripped, and now we'll be ready to put everything together, okay? Okay, so the next step is I've got one of the angled pieces in the jaw horse so that this is level, so then I can mount feet plate, the base, whatever you want to call it. And then I found just some 1.25" drywall screws. So there you got to make sure that you come back far enough so you're not going through that. And we'll do a pilot hole here. Might as well do both of those. one was a little close to the outside, but should be all right. Now let's make sure that didn't move. Okay. All right. Okay, I decided to show you the other side. One, the GoPro was acting weird, but two, it kind of gapped a little bit. So in that case, what I'll do is I'm gonna attach this one, and then I'm gonna push this one forward when I drill the pilot holes. Okay, and I'll have the screws ready, so that way, tip you up just a little here. Okay, so that way when it's not putting much pressure back against my thumb, but a little bit. So I'm gonna drill this first pilot hole and then put that screw in. There we go. Then it kept it snug, and I just have to do this next one. And then we'll be ready for the middle ones. Sweet. Okay, on to the next. All right, so I've got the center braces in, and I just went 6 inches centered from the outside, and then it would still fit in my jaw horse. And then I found a piece of wood that'll work here that I threw in the pile. It's always a great thing when you use one of the things that you saved. So that will go right there and be the support for him back. So get that where I want it. Get this first screw in. Won't move around, hopefully. Tell that wood's harder than this pine that I'd been using. Okay, so that one's in. Let's get this one. And if you don't have a jaw horse like this, I mean, you can use your shop vise too. All right, do the ends. One more. Make sure I'm centered. All right, so there, it's all screwed together. And then the only thing we need to do yet is put some grip tape on it. There we go. Just so it holds it. Then it doesn't run around on you. And I just picked up this grip tape at Harbor Freight, I think. It's got a staple in it. There we go. Peel the backing. Oh, it's a hair short on that one. There we go. And then I'll put, let's keep it in. One across there. And, I mean, I suppose you wouldn't have to put the grip tape on there, but you don't want to slide while you're doing that. And then you'll hurt your back and you'll be worse off than before you started. And you're trying to take away aches and pains. Hard part here is getting the backing off. Yeah. Holy smokes. It's fighting me. You know, when you don't want this stuff to come off, it does. There we go. But when you do, it doesn't. There we go. We got two. Do another one there. I don't know. We'll do 3. See how it goes. Maybe the backing will come off of this one quicker. Or maybe it won't. Yeah, so far this has been the hardest part of the project. There we go. And I could put some more, or I could have planned out my screws better so I would have covered them up, but it doesn't really matter. The only thing that matters is the next test. So here's the copy. Here's the original. And now the moment of truth, can it hold me? Oh yeah. All right, there we go. So I'm not saying that it works or it doesn't work, but I can tell when I don't do those. So if you want to help your hip, maybe do some decline squats. But as always, take care and thanks for watching.